I was resting. I'm like, I don't even feel like talking no more. I'm straight chilling. It was like, it was rainy out. I don't know why I care, but it was rainy out. So I got some good sleep before I gotta start my week, and my week starts. And you know what I was thinking? Yeah, almost ordered pizza. I don't even like pizza. I'm like, who the frick doesn't like pizza? It makes my stomach bloated. So that didn't happen. So, anyways, I got my second win after I was like, catnip, kitty time, catnip, cats. I got my catnip, kitty time. So I'm like, oh man. But I was getting a message. So I'm like, oh, all right. Because I wasn't even going to come on here today, but here we go. Here's the message. Um, and if you guys are trolls, if you're on here trying to do some weird stuff, I already see all that. We're over it. So go somewhere else to do it because it ain't gonna work here. Okay, you're just gonna get your fucking just nobody gives a fuck about you. And that was a message I was gonna talk about. Y'all peeping and creeping on what other people are doing. Ain't nobody give a fuck. The only thing you're doing is hurting yourself. You're wasting your own time. You're fucking weird. And if you don't get that, you're trying to ruin someone's life and see what they're, oh my God, are they going to get love? Oh my God, are they getting another job? Oh my God, my ex is bitch. No. The only thing you're doing that backfires on you because you're wasting your damn time looking into other people's lives. You know what you're doing? You think you're ruining other people's lives when they're leveling up because we don't give a fuck about you? Hey, those of us, we don't give a fuck about you. Y'all weirdos doing that weird shit. You're just the clock. You're just taking time off your clock. And not only that, you got so much evil that's sitting within you. So now you're just getting crustier by the minute. It may, for now, some of y'all are like, no, it's not showing on the outside. Bitch, that's not, it's about to pop out. So you're crusty on the inside, you're crusty in the inside, crusty in the outside. Bitch, bitch, bitch. All you're doing, wasting your time. Pumpkins. You know, I never had a pumpkin spice latte. I like the I can't brain fart. The matcha, the green tea matcha ones. What up? How are you? But I'm saying, like, like a lot of people like going on tarot, they're thinking that they can, light a candle and say some bullshit and do, a hop and a skip and this and that and put some Mrs. Dash and this and that. Bitch, when you're surrounded by the Most High, when you stay on your shit, we're not worried about a motherfucker. You keep your vibes high and you just focus on yourself, not these hoes. Ain't nothing can touch you. So the thing is, they think that they're actually doing something and they're not. And this is a message to them. When they're peeping and they're creeping, it's fine. Literally, we're out here building, whether it's ourselves, and the thing is, the more they attacked me, they came at me all at once. It just made me stronger. It made me step into my purpose even more. It got me tapped in more. Thank you. Thanks, evildoers. That's all that shit did. It's just leveling us up quicker. And so I wasn't even come on here. I was like, I'm just gonna chill lay in my bed, and all of a sudden, because I was tired. It was just like sleepy weather, and it's to me, what day is today? Monday, Tuesday. Oh, today's Tuesday. Yeah, it's my weekend day. But I'm like, I'm sleepy, so I'm cool with that. I did all my cleaning and shit. And but then I was like, I give the cats catnip, kitty, cat, and then they all zoom, zoom. And so I guess the energy of the cats and me, and then all of a sudden, like, I woke up. I didn't have no catnip, kitty, cat. And I almost ordered pizza. I'm like, bitch, I don't even eat pizza. So I canceled it because that was going to make me bloated and tired. I already ate. And so I canceled that. And I was like, okay, I can send a message. Anyways, and nothing wrong with pizza, but since when? I just ate. So anyways, canceled that. And I'm like, I'm good over here. Catnip kitty times. Yeah. They're like, pew, pew. Catnip kitty time. They run here and there and all around the square. And then also my energy got high. I'm like, dang, I am the cat exhibit. So their energy went up, my energy up. I'm like, oh, I'm awake now. So what it is, and another thing too, be careful what you're listening to, because you're like, blah 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 is gonna happen. Ain't shit gonna happen to you unless you allow it. Get your ass up, get off fucking social media, get off the fucking internet, pay attention to real life. What you do on the daily, the more you pour into yourself, the more you focus on yourself, the more you focus on your relationships that matter, that's what will grow. Okay? So, if you're blah, 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 here, paying attention to everyone else, which has nothing to do with you, add illusions, then you're going to believe that and you're lost in a different, whatever. But nothing can shake or break you when you pay attention to what you love, which is yourself, which is, your stability, your relationships, whatever it is. So when you're purely focused on that, that's going to grow. Period. Timu's growing up quick, already flying on catnip. Yeah, catnip kitty time. They're all fucking Timu's not an emu anymore. I don't know what he is. But the message that I wanted to say is because people want to fucking trigger you. No matter where you go. You could be the smartest guru in the world. You've just been through so much shit, and then people just want to come by with some stupid shit and say the dumbest shit, and then jab, jab, jab. And you're like, bitch, I don't know whether to cut you, ignore you. I don't know what the fuck. You know what I mean? They purposely do that shit. We ain't got time for that. But it's gonna happen. But it's so fucking dumb. People say the dumbest shit. They're retarded. There was line today at the grocery store because all the machines were out. Probably because my energy was high down the street. Did I do that? Anyways, there's a big long line. I'm like, oh snap! It should be like Soul Train. Everyone walking down. Everyone's like, what the hell is this? I said, oh, it's forcing people to talk. So this guy walks up. He's like, what the hell is this? I said, I don't even work here, and if I hear that shit one more freaking time, there's signs everywhere, but people have to say, it's like a 2-year-old. What is that? What is that? Why are you're an adult? So imagine if someone came into your job and, you put a sign, so you have to repeat yourself over and over and over, right? And clearly you pay bills, you made it this far in life, you drive a car, you have sex, you got a family, whatever the fuck you do, right? But then you see a sign and you're like, something very simple, and you're like, and then you all of a sudden you're in La La Land. What the fuck? So the only reason you're repeating it is because you don't like what's going on, but you can't do anything about it, right? Patience is a virtue. So instead, you're gonna walk around like, ugh, ugh. Then sit the fuck down. Go back home. There's 3 aisles open. It's clearly said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way over here. But then you're like, I don't know what's going on here. And then, I was like, this was the last 2 days. And then the people working there over and over, I said, oh, I don't know how y'all do that shit, because these are grown adults. And then they're walking in with their fucking, with those shoes called Uggs. The bitch has smeared makeup, mascara on from last night. Her 2 kids dress. Oh my God. That bitch coming in. She's got her fucking cart full of bullshit. Oh my God. You know what? Then don't walk into what is it? Then you got the guy, He's got his moccasins on. Da, da, da. You can tell he's like a lawyer or some fucking clown. Um, he walks in like, oh, what is this line? It's clear. Do y'all know how do you fucking live your life? Y'all idiots. I cannot deal with fucking idiots. I'm standing in line, I'm like, patience of virtue. Why don't you just do dance down the fucking line like Soul Train? It didn't even take that long. But what I'm getting is how people act and are. They act stupid. They are stupid. Y'all dumb. But then, when you're doing something and something happens, you expect everyone to just, you get where I'm throwing? Yeah. It was a lawyer with moccasins. Oh my God. It pissed me off. You know what I mean? It did. And you know what else? And then then they put you down the aisle. And so, like me, I just can never keep my mouth shut. So I'm back there and I'm talking. So I'm like, keep your mouth shut, Jack. And then the girl in front of me, she goes and she grabs, a thing of toaster strudels. I'm like, you know what that reminds me of? I said, one time I was when I went to school, I was in like fourth grade or something. Because she grabbed some toaster strudels. I don't eat that shit. But I said, I had a friend in that grade. And so I'd draw pictures and then I would scribble all over it. You know those pictures that you stare at and then you got like your eyes crossed and you see what it is in the middle? So I drew a llama and then I put toaster strudel over it and then I floss coming out of its butt. So I scribbled all over it and passed it to her. And then the teacher's like, Jacqueline, she's like, because when they tell you not to laugh and then you laugh more. So then that's what happened. So I was a quiet one. So I was cracking up and they're like, Jacqueline, come in front of the class. And they're like, and I was shy. I was a quiet one, but the sneaky one. But I drew a llama with floss coming out of its ass, and I wrote toaster strudel and scribbled all over it and told my friend stare at it till your eyes cross and you'll see what it is. So the teacher told me come up, so I came up to the front of the class, and I'm like, they're like, show them what you did, and I'm like, I drew a picture. They're like, what's the picture? I'm like, you have to stare at it till your eyes cross. And they couldn't see it, so I had to tell them what it was. I said, look, it says toaster strudel, and there's floss come out of a llama's butthole. And I sat back down. I don't know. I just told you guys that, but that happened. So that happened, and then there was a guy in the line because I pay attention to everything. There was a guy with a mask, and I wonder why people wear a mask. I wonder why. There's no reason to wear a mask. This shit don't make sense. I'd rather stare at the llama picture with floss coming out of his ass. What's up with the painting? I drew the painting. So, anyways, there was this kid. My mom used to babysit kids, when I was younger, and some of them really pissed me off. Like, they were there every day, so they're kind of like my brothers and sisters. I almost wanted to hit them because they pissed me off, but I didn't. So that just reminded me of like trolls on here. Like, what are you doing here? Like your name, remind me, like your name is Toby. Like you're a feminine man. Like, what's that? Whiny, slap. Shut the fuck up. That's what 911. Yeah. So that's what your trolls remind me of. Kind of like, people that just kind of go into your space where you don't really want them there and you do weird shit. So you either want to like, put a stick of dynamite in their mouth, beat slap the shit out of them, kick them down the stairs. You can put all the signs up and you can say this and that and they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what? If anyone says that to me, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm writing you a ticket. I don't even have to say to you. I hate that shit. How do you live your life? I want to, how do you get through life? Oh, you're talking about, Okay, so you don't know what I'm talking about. So you can have a human communication, right? Meaning you don't want to take accountability or you're just dumb. You're just fucking dumb. So what do you do in real life? So are you just baby Huey? So I mean, okay, so you don't know what I'm talking about, and you're supposed to be an adult, and then you have a job and you got a family too. That's fucking weird. And then you cheat. What the fuck? Why don't you? First of all, y'all need to stop breeding because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. It's like the hills of I. What are you talking about? You get up and get dressed and go to work? What are you doing? You drive a car? Bitch. I just look at you as like, y'all don't fucking play with me. If you can't fucking hold a conversation or like I'm to the point in my life that I've dealt with so many narcissists, I've dealt with so many demons, I've dealt with so many fucking bullshit that when anyone comes up to me something dumb, I'm not the one or the two. So, and I know. And you know what it is? It's like people come to my page. What are you doing? Who gives a fuck what I'm doing? I'm on here spitting knowledge. I'm on here to help you. I want to help you grow your business, make your life happier, strong and this, that. Work on you. Okay? We ain't spying on nobody. We don't give a fuck what anyone is doing. I don't give a fuck what anybody else is doing. I'm focused on myself. Right? And a handful of people I got with me. Okay? So those of you spying, I'm just letting you know you're wasting your time and you're fucking weird. You should reevaluate yourself. What are you talking about? Ugh. It's disgusting. Just saying it's disgusting. Oh my gosh. I gotta stand in line? You're a fucking lawyer with moccasins on. That's weird. What kind of lawyer with moccasins? Ugh. I can't. And then, on top of that, it's just like, I look in the carts, everyone's got ice cream and cakes and a bunch of bullshit. They're antsy because I can't wait to eat my sugar. You know what? You tell me some advice. Oh, good. I know. I hope you're sticking to it. It's just like, okay, cool. You can stand in line for 5 minutes. 5 fucking minutes. Why do you have to let the whole line know? Because you look dumb. Ugh. Ugh. When you walked in and saw the signs, just like we all did, we're being patient. But you have to let everybody know. You're like one of those things that put your hands in the air outside like this. One of those things. We see you. You look dumb. Okay? So, what are you going to do? Drama queen, freaking set. Guys, we're fucking over it. It's time to grow up or shut the fuck up, man. Like, these people out here fucking bitching and peeping into creeping. Nobody gives a fuck about y'all. You're fucking weird. And then they want to fucking, I'm going to do hexes, curses. Those, throw them in a sack because that shit's coming right back. Y'all dumb. Because when we don't give a fuck, that shit don't hit us. Okay? That's what you're focused on. That's what you're doing. It's just on you. You're fucking weird. Okay? So did I break that down? So I don't know what that message was, but that's something I had to say, that y'all guys are weird. And then you gotta make a scene. There's a fucking lawyer with moccasins, and he's a bitch. He's not gonna win shit. So if you have a lawyer with fucking moccasins and a red shirt, cancel that one. If he can't even stand in line for 5 minutes, no, he's not gonna sit down and look at the case. I don't know who that is for. You need to find new. But anyways, you guys got good stuff coming in. Just ignore these hoes because I have to say something. Just focus on you. If you are locked in on what you're doing and your goals and your purpose, and quit like, because you're always, when does the devil come in? Always. And people want to come in like, once you start making money, I need this, da da da. Right when you say no, focus, get your shit done. Always right here when stuff, you start to get your shit in order, everybody wants to pull from it. We're not doing that. I'm focused here. I'm getting my shit done and taking care of me. I can't do shit until I take care of my foundation, right? Yes. You? Yes. You don't need to explain nothing to nobody. Get off fucking social media unless you run your business on there, but who gives a fuck what that person that block those hoes, block those bitches. People are, I don't give a fuck about a label. I'm this, I'm that. I don't give a fuck what you are. I'm focused on me. So I know I got a lot of people against me. They're weird. Okay. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. So basically, they're just hurting themselves. They're taking time off their day, their life, manifesting weird shit in their head, which they do not know what's going on. Why they do that, I don't know. That's on them. I don't need to think about it. Why? I don't need to analyze it. I don't give a fuck because, you know what? I'm building me. Right? Everyone needs a lawyer. We got a lawyer, but not that lawyer. I got a couple of lawyers. I am a lawyer. Uh, not the one wearing a red shirt, moccasins, bitching. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if I'm the only one standing. Guys, the message is there's a lot of idiots in this world. There's a lot of motherfucking bullshit. And we're right now we're in the retrograde, so they're gonna try to come back at you. But you know, lucky for me, I changed my number a million times and I moved. And you know what? No one can get a hold of me unless they really have my phone number, and no one knows where I live, and they don't know where I'm traveling. They don't know shit about me. So, you know, if they want to pull cards and, you know, is that true or not? But guess what? At the end of the day, who gives a fuck? What'd you get out of that? You know what you get more out of? Focus on yourself. Maybe you might get somewhere else. You know, that's what I'm saying. I really don't, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about none of the. I don't. If I blocked you, if I'm not talking to you, I don't care what you're doing, and that's the truth. I don't give a fuck about your life. I don't care how you're doing, your well-being, nothing, and that's the truth. I'm not fucking fake. I'm not like one of those fake people like, oh hi, how are you? No, no. Just like you didn't call and check on me, and we ain't here and we ain't there. I didn't do the same back, so I don't give a fuck about you. So you no longer have access to me because I don't need leeches on my energy and fake bullshit. I'm strictly focused on what I'm doing, and that's that. And no one could rat tat tat. So yeah, I think it's weird how people, you know, it's, and then they want to, yeah, and then, you know, I don't give a fuck. Pull cards on me. That's weird. That's an actual, you know, that's a violation spiritually. I don't pull cards on anybody without their permission. So people who do that, especially to ordain beings, is a no-no. Okay, so not only you can get the wrong messages, you know, because every time you pull it, it's just gonna keep going different. But I just don't really care what you get. Okay, am I gonna be this, that? It doesn't matter because you ain't involved in my future. So what are you looking at? Maybe if you focus on yourself, you know, you'll avoid some karma, meaning lesson. That's all I have to say about that. I gotta go. I don't know. I don't even know. So that's my channel message. I don't even know if that made sense or what it had to do with anybody, but my ears are ringing. That's enough to say. Focus on yourself because that's your wealth. If you're sitting there worried about everybody else doing some weird shit, well, I don't have to tell you, and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you. So that's your own problem because you're gonna have to reap your own Reap what you sow, bitch. At least I'm honest. When people like, oh, there ain't no oh with me. I'm fucking. I don't give a fuck. I must be my Scorpio, and it ain't that. I'm all my signs. You know what I mean? You're weird, bitch. So yes, covens, cults, practitioner. Keep going into my future. Doesn't matter. You could watch from TV. You could watch from your cards, but you can be part of it. So I mean, I suggest if you want to up yours before you go down more, you should put that shit away and quit. Violating people's privacy and focus on yours. Period. Bye.